I'm not so sure this was the official route up there.
Well, the rocks were cut to step.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And first up, a bit of honesty. This video is never supposed to happen. We left the last location and we decided to come to this town, Villa Fanes, to have a couple of down days, get a bit of work done. And while we were here, we were just going to have a quick look around what's supposed to be a very nice old part of the town up there on the hill. Well, yesterday we went and had a look, and it's not just pretty, it's one of the most beautiful villages we've ever seen. You can probably tell already this town, or the old part, is on the side of a hill, because
I have breath already.
And we're constantly going upstairs. However, do you know what I find quite amusing already?
What's that, my love?
That we came here yesterday, so we've actually been up there, like we said.
But we didn't come this way.
Yeah, I was going to say, we appear to have got ourselves a little lost already.
That's
I'm
fun.
kind of imagining we're down here somewhere, and that will lead then, I imagine we'll have to turn right past a blooming great rock. This was the square we came in yesterday. There's a font down here and a load of restaurants. And we actually came this way. But now we've got to head up this road. And it is literally now all uphill for now.
All uphill.
From here.
Yes.
Yes, couldn't say it the first time, could I? No. This is the big rock.
La Roca
And that's
Grossa.
huge. And we were talking yesterday. Like I said, we came past here yesterday, and it looks like it shouldn't be there. It looks like it's
Defying gravity.
yeah, like that should just slide down.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the bottom, yeah, just here, there's not really anything kind of pinning that in position. It doesn't look like it. One day that'll come down though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We've got to try and get up there, that's the... Yeah?
Can you hear singing? I wonder if we're lucky, the church might be open today.
Ah.
I'm pretty sure I can hear kind of echoey singing.
Yeah. Coming from, well, up there where we've got to get to. So you probably start to see already just how pretty this little village. Yeah, it's a little village on a hill. I love it because it's, yeah, and it's so many different levels and little alleyways and weird sets of stairs. It's just, it's beautiful and great fun to walk around at the same time.
So there was a Siamese cat sitting on that doorstep a second ago, and it jumped up onto that pillar and has gone in through a tiny weeny window that you can barely see.
Bless it.
Stranger danger.
We start down at the lower part of the village, and I think we've actually come here for a specific reason.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because when we came up here yesterday, Alison made another new friend.
Oh, good morning, Pasqualette. I'm really sorry.
Well, this young gentleman is called Pasqualette, and he's a very lovely, very talkative young man, aren't you?
Yes, I'm sorry, Pasqualette. I got the catnip treats out and went to put them in my pocket and I've forgotten them. Yeah, unfortunately I gave 2 to the pampered pussies across the campsite and forgot to bring them for you. Could you forgive me? Roll over and we'll give you a tummy tickle instead. Just be careful you don't fall off.
The one thing I do have to say about this village that we did notice, by the way, is unlike a lot of Spanish towns and villages, they don't seem to have a feral cat problem here. All of the cats, hello young man, he just come to say hello, are owned and looked after. I mean, the houses, they're beautiful. Even the really run-down ones, they might be run down, but they look really pretty with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the views, I mean, look at this one here, for example. I think, yeah, that's got like an outdoor terrace area. Can you imagine that being your dining area up there? And then
with that as your view.
That being your view.
Yeah.
Oh.
One thing I did notice in our brief time in the village yesterday, it's the nicest smelling village we've been to.
Yes.
There seems to be jasmine plants everywhere.
Yeah.
And even when you can't see them, you can still smell them. It's really lovely.
Yeah, how can I put this politely? Some of the older Spanish towns have equally older sewerage systems. And sometimes you do get a bit of a
waft from
waft. That's the polite way of putting it. Sometimes it stinks. But here, I've not smelled anything apart from plants.
Yeah. To be fair, with it being on a hill like that, it's probably got quite a good gravity-fed system, hasn't it? So
yes, yes.
If you're living at the bottom, you're in trouble.
Yeah, because all the poop's heading your way.
Yeah. But these are really nice.
Now this one we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
And we only just caught it out of the corner of our eye yesterday, but in here, this is where I find someone sitting here having their breakfast. In here there was a really pretty, I don't know if that's coming out, little courtyard area. I mean, this I can say city, but this village is full of little quirky things like that. You got that, you got here, I don't know what this goes to. It's just a bridge between 2 houses. That's someone's front door, I believe, up on the side here. And then that crosses over just into, well, someone else's roof. And it's not going to go anywhere specifically because, well, being blunt, we're on the edge of a hill. That's what we're talking about. It's so run down.
But it's just
It's
gorgeous.
beautiful with it, isn't it?
Yeah.
This whole area is, I mean, you've got, this one's run down, you've got another one run down there. That's kind of repaired to a certain extent, and a few of these are well repaired, but I mean, it's just so beautiful with the way the road just kind of swings through and up through there. That's the real high part. There's a church and a castle up the top there. And that gets really interesting from what we can remember. Which way are we going to go now, though? Up there. You're going to go up the steep, windy road.
Of course. Don't remember coming this way yesterday.
No, I don't.
We definitely saw this house from the other side because I remember thinking it's for
Yeah.
sale.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
realise it was all one piece, but definitely did not see that.
Yeah.
That is just stunning. And the way it's trying to get in the window at the top.
Yeah.
There's a birdie made its nest up there.
So I think we're going to head up this way,
That's just exquisite.
which I think looks like it's the town hall again. But this, you know, this is incredible. We didn't see this one yesterday. And this is some beautiful houses down
Yeah.
here. That one's for sale as well. We never actually looked. One of the plans I had last night was to look online, see how much it would cost to buy here. I imagine this is going to be very blooming expensive. Well, there's definitely a lot more people around on a Saturday than there is on a Friday.
Yeah.
This place was deserted yesterday. There seems to be, well...
people everywhere.
Guided tours everywhere. Kind of done a loop back round to that's where we came up, wasn't it?
Yep.
Ah, this was the tourist information.
Tourist info's open today.
That was closed yesterday.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look.
I think that's, of what we saw yesterday, that was my favourite street.
That is beautiful, isn't it?
Carrera Pastor.
Like you say, I love all the plants.
Bougainvillea can make anything look stunning.
Yeah, even me potentially.
More jasmine. Should we try it? Put a nice patch of bougainvillea around your face.
Are you going to plant it?
And there's a question.
The other thing on all these houses that you might start to notice is all the way along the bottom, this is not fake. This is actually part of the mountain.
Bedrock.
Yeah, and it's where they've built these houses on top of, this blooming great lump. And then this blooming great thing, typically, is the old mayor's house. Bless him. He clearly needed a lot of room, didn't he? I mean, most of the houses here are really quite small, aren't they?
Yeah.
That, though, that's huge.
That's fairly substantial.
But we believe now it's an art gallery, contemporary
Museum
art
for
gallery.
Contemporary art. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's a complete wreck.
It is.
But look
That's
how
a disaster, but
incredible it could be. Even got the little ceramic bit at the top.
It also amazes me how, I mean, it's not exactly the biggest house. Yeah, it's got the most impressive doorway you've ever seen on a house that size.
Yeah.
It's so impressive, it's actually encroaching into next door's house.
I wonder if it was part of next door's house.
Yeah,
because if
to be
you
fair.
look, that's obviously got a lintel there. That maybe was a window or another door perhaps, but the ceramic thing isn't one house or the other, is it? So I think it was probably two houses and it's
Probably
been
one big
two
house.
houses, one house, and it's been split.
Into 3 or 4 by the looks of it now.
Yeah.
This village is not that big. So how are we wandering around here going, did we come down here yesterday? Did we go up here yesterday? I don't know whether we just, if you follow our channel, you know sometimes our memory's not the best.
We are a bit ditzy.
Yeah.
Me especially.
Names I'm rubbish with, but normally directions I'm quite good with.
Directions you normally crack on.
I don't remember being in this part, apart from, I do remember this house.
The fortified house.
Yeah. And the reason we remember it is because it's got
A turret on
the
it.
turret-y thing up there.
Because if you're in a village with a castle and walls all the way around it, the one thing you will need is a turret. To defend yourself from.
Yes. Actually, here's a prime example of the rock thing we were telling you about.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
a huge lump of rock.
that's massive. You can clearly see that's natural.
That's not been moved.
And that's been built on top of it. But it makes this whole village just look amazing. It's got so much character.
Yeah.
Again, these walls, look. You can see all natural rock and then they've just built this footpath and a wall on top of it. Oh, it's so hard to know where to look next sometimes here, isn't it? We definitely didn't come here yesterday. Didn't see
No.
this bit.
No.
So you think this is the old hospital.
Might be. I know there was a hospital on the map, but we didn't see it yesterday.
I remember seeing on the map the hospital, you're right. It's pretty though, again.
Look at that great lump of rock just sticking
out the side of that house there. We've got to go up there and quickly see that. Find out what's going on. This one's cute. There's clearly not a lot behind that door. You can see light.
I was going to say, it's obviously a courtyard or something. Yeah. Oh, fabulous.
So that's someone's house. And then there's a bloody great rock hanging out the side of it. What did you just say?
Door's open.
Door's open.
Door's open.
Door wasn't open yesterday.
Door was not
Door's
open
open
yesterday.
today. Oh,
have we got any change?
We'll get some. We're in. And this looks really old, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This
is about to be a lot less tranquil.
Yeah.
It was really tranquil when we came in, but unfortunately there's now a door.
We've now been followed in by a tour. Wowzers. The thing about Spain, if you've watched any of our previous videos, you'll come to, or you will have come to understand, is churches in this country are so ornate. They're a masterpiece in themselves, aren't they?
Look at the way the organ is kind of just hanging off the wall.
Yeah.
There's nothing beneath it.
Again, it's like, there must be a set of stairs up round the back somewhere.
Well, where does the person sit that plays it?
I don't know, it's...
Oh, behind the first set of pipes, maybe.
Yeah, there's a chair in there somewhere. And I imagine, going to be a little bit nosy now, is there a... Yeah, darling. There's a little secret door just there in the corner. Tiny little secret door.
Good Lord, that is tiny.
Unlike the other day in Honda, when I said about the floor, and that thing not being original, or I said it was original, you said you didn't think so.
Yeah, this definitely is.
That's definitely original.
Oh, yes. And well loved.
Yeah.
This church has most definitely been well used.
Look at the woodworm and the way it's been. Look at this one here. So I presume that used to look more like that one at some point, and it's just
been worn away.
God.
But
you can really see the age in here, can't you?
Yeah, but which would you rather look at? That or that?
Probably that.
Yeah.
Or probably this one, actually. Because that's got complete, like, ruts in it.
Yeah.
I really hope this is coming out on camera, but this is so... It feels old.
I want to know what's down there.
It's...
Catacombs, maybe? Not as in meow.
No, as in... Yeah, probably. So, that was worth it.
Yeah.
Let's go and see the rest of this village.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, darling.
That's a lot
We
of steps.
do remember this from yesterday.
Yes.
How could we forget?
No, never.
Because this is a lot of steps. And I remember them being very steep and quite high further up.
Yeah.
And being very out of breath when we got to the top.
I remember being desperate to get to the black railing at the top.
Ready?
Yeah, come on.
Let's go. We made it. I think these guys are laughing at us.
So would I be. Oh. See, they're doing the smart thing. They're going down the stairs, not up.
Aye, aye, aye. Oh, right, breath back. But yesterday we came up when we went up there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Don't know how we didn't notice this.
On the map we were given, there's a path that way that we didn't take.
Ah. Well, let's go down here today and let's go and have a nose. This is now looking a little bit like...
They lied.
Yeah. Well, we seem to be on the outskirts, or on the outside of the castle walls.
Careful.
Over quite a sizable drop.
Yeah.
And that doesn't seem to go anywhere.
That way.
I don't think. No.
Can you see what I can see?
Oh. You're talking about the stairs cut in?
Yeah, stairs cut into rock. And to be fair, these logs, not logs, roots here
These ones,
kind of make stairs. I mean, they're not, but...
So I presume they're going up there then, yeah?
Oh, silly question. Definitely stairs.
Yes. Definitely stairs.
And people at the top.
I'm not so sure this was the official route up there.
Well, the rocks were cut to steps.
Yeah.
So...
But it was fun.
It was.
But this here, oh look, look.
I hasten to add, we did not do this.
Yeah, that wasn't our graffiti. It doesn't mean Alison and Darren, but yeah.
It's quite...
We'll take semi-ownership of it. But this looks stunning. Look at this in here.
It's gorgeous.
Why we didn't come down here yesterday, I do not know. This is the best bit by far. I think a couple of people just went off around here, so it goes off that way. Oh, look at it down there. But also I noticed down here there was a bench thing.
That is really
with the
cute.
nice tiles and stuff.
And the Gaudi style gecko.
Oh, it must be gecko.
Gecko, lizard.
Whatever he is, made of bits of tiles.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
cool.
This is so beautiful.
This would be lovely to have as a garden.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's just you're literally clambering around
Lumps of rock.
a makeshift path made. Oh, look at this little door up here on the left. By the way, in case you hadn't guessed, with all the uhs and ahs and this is lovely. This is right up our street. Look at that. That's what I was telling you about.
Bobby,
Yeah?
can we have that one?
Can we have that one?
Can we have that one?
You want to live here?
Yeah.
Just here?
Yeah. Well, this is obviously a courtyard, look, because they've got trees and things inside.
To be fair,
Get the sun.
I can think of worse places to live. Okay, so there's an open gate.
Yeah.
I presume that means we can go through.
Yeah.
And that's not us being, I don't think that's us being naughty, but it does seem in this town that if you're allowed to go, the gate's open. If you're not allowed to go, the gate's locked firmly with a padlock.
What's this?
This looks, what have we got here? Hello.
That's cute.
What is up here? I presume then that was the old chapel then. I don't think this part. Look at the cobbled floor here. That's old.
Yeah. Tower's been reconstructed.
Yeah, in places you can see where.
But you can...
What?
You can see that something hasn't been.
Yeah.
Nice big pile of stones.
Just a nice big pile of what was once there.
Probably the rest of that.
But look. That's not been used for a very long time, has it?
No. Sadly, that door is not open.
No. But it's just a... No. Sorry, darling, that one's locked. So we've made it all the way to the castle, and it also equals the end of all that climbing. And we noticed yesterday, this has clearly had a lot of restoration work done to it.
Yeah.
To try and salvage as much as they can. Looking at it, a lot of the old bricks have gone missing, and there's clearly parts they can't find, but what they have managed to salvage, they've put back together. And then this is the main part of the castle.
It didn't really look like much from the ground, did it? But it's actually quite big.
Yeah. That tower's quite big. From yesterday, remember, we can go around and get into that, and then you've got just a few outer buildings here.
But I mean, that room is quite big, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've got another room there, and obviously this bit, and this was just the, like the fortified bit.
Yeah.
So it's quite big.
So we're going to have a quick look around here, and then head back down the hill. So you actually just decided to sit down and take a load off for 5 minutes. Enjoy the view.
I bet it won't come out on there, but can you see the mist that's still in between this mountain range and the one behind?
Yeah, I can.
That looks incredible.
Yeah. Something else we've been doing today, by the way, is we've been checking our mobiles like every 20 minutes, half hour.
Don't know what you're talking about.
We'll be honest with you, the reason why. Fingers crossed, by the time this video comes out, we will pass this milestone, but we're currently on 998 subscribers. 2 more to go. And we hit that magic 1,000 subscriber line. How many on now?
Still 998. I was going to be really mean there and go, 999. But
no, 998.
no.
Maybe later. So we've just walked up to the, up to the top hill, basically to get, this view.
Which is incredible.
The village. We just checked our mobiles again.
I didn't check it. I didn't check it.
You did? I saw, and I saw the number. 999. 1 to go. We could actually hit the 1,000 subscriber milestone before we finish this video.
That would be very cool.
Come on, one of you out there, just hit that button now. Now. What have you found now?
What? A shortcut.
Is this?
These stairs go down, and we thought they'd go round to these gardens, but they actually go through a little gap there and down to the bit above the font.
Quickly explain. So we came down this way yesterday. We saw these stairs, but like Alison said, we thought it just kind of followed this wall down into the back of these houses here. But apparently, it doesn't. Right, we've been to the cakey bakey shop. We've bought a load more stuff to eat. And we are back, at the campsite. This is where we stayed tonight.
Home?
Tonight?
We're home.
Last night. Yeah, there's our home. She sat over there, bless her. Oh, what a day though. What a day. I'm so glad we actually went up a second time for you guys, because we managed to find lots of
extra bits.
Nice little extras.
Yeah.
It's been a lovely few days actually for us to have a bit of downtime, have a bit of us time, and we got another video done. Oh, before we leave today, just in case. We're going to check the mobile one more time. But to kind of give you an overview, this is where we are. It's Villa Kemp on the outskirts of Villa Fannes. It's €13 at... Well, it's still $9.99.
Still $9.99.
Next week. What was I saying? Yeah, it's €13 a night without electric or 18 with.
Yeah.
But I'll give them their due. They're nice level pitches. They've got facilities up there, toilets, shower, which was lovely. Oh, the shower was great.
I think with the flow rate, not flow rate, what am I trying to say? Water pressure. I think I can safely say that was the best shower.
What's good?
If you've got achy shoulders and stuff, that was the best shower I've actually ever had, including ones in our own homes.
Yeah, that was lovely. They've got grey and black water disposal, water fill up.
Washing up facilities.
Wi-Fi, not the best. But everything else is fine, it's been lovely.
Everything else was great. And the lady that runs it is very nice as well.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Well, look, that'll be that for this week. We're now going to pack up, have some food first actually, then pack up, hit the road, down to the next port of call.
Yes, indeed.
And we'll see you there next Sunday. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't be scared.